Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and get started since we are limited on time. So why don't you go ahead and find a nice comfortable seat on your mat, maybe seated cross-legged, maybe let your hands rest on your knees. And just maybe close your eyes for a few moments and begin taking in some long, slow, deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your nose. Just take a few moments letting the stress of the day, the stress of the week, the stress of having to stay in our houses, just put that aside for a few moments and just watch our breath. Maybe notice that spot right on the tip of your nose where the breath flows in and flows out. Take a few moments and watch the breath flow in and flow out. Just take in a few more breaths. And now open your eyes. I apologize for the dogs across the street. Maybe they'll stop barking here in just a few moments. So make your way to tabletop. We'll start off in tabletop today. Make your way to your hands and knees. Bring your hands under your shoulders, spread them nice and wide, knees under your hips. Press into all 10 fingers. On your inhale, lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Let your belly drop down towards the ground in the cow pose. On your exhale, pull your chin towards your chest, round the middle part of your back. Press it up towards the ceiling, cat pose. One more time. Inhale, chin pulls through, belly drops, cow pose. Exhale, chin to chest, round your back, cat pose. And then flow through cat and cow, moving with your own breath. Maybe 3 or 4 times of each. As you're flowing through your cat and your cow, if you'd like to take a look over one shoulder, get a little side body flexion, maybe look over the other shoulder, and then continue with your cat and cow. You just take a few moments to warm up. And then after you've done 3 or 4 of those, make your way back to a neutral tabletop. Slowly shift your hips towards the back of the mat so that you can make your hands light. Once you do that, turn your palms upside down, fingertips facing each other. And then slowly begin to shift your weight forward, putting a little weight in your arms, giving a little stretch to your wrist. Be real gentle here. There's a lot of things going on in that wrist area, so we don't want to cause any pulling or any stress on your wrist. We're just wanting that just a light stretch. And then slowly sit back and release the pressure. Then flip your hands over, fingertips away from each other this time. On your exhale, let your shoulders rotate towards the right side of the mat. On your inhale, bring them back to center, and exhale to the left. And then one more time through. Inhale to center, exhale to the right. Inhale to center, and exhale to the left. And then inhale back to tabletop. Move your hands back to your tabletop position. Untuck your toes if they're tucked, and on your exhale, sit your hips back towards your heels, towards child's pose. Let your head come down towards the mat. If it makes it all the way down to the mat, great. If not, just find your edge. Just take a short pause here, take a few breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. On your inhale, rise back up to tabletop. From your tabletop position, keep your knees under your hips and begin to walk your hands forward As your head comes down towards the mat once again, puppy dog pose. Once again, if your head makes it to the mat, great. If not, just find your edge in your puppy dog pose. Just slowly walk your hands back to tabletop. And when you get back to tabletop, touch your toes, and on your exhale, lift your hips up towards the sky, pulling your head in between your arms to your first down dog. Bend your knees if necessary.
Well, for one thing, we talk the same.
Nice, long, straight spine here.
How?
Your arms, ears by your eyes.
Turned off all the sound. You have yourself somehow on here.
Once you're there, feel free to pedal your feet out, bending one leg, straightening the other, and then reversing to the other side. Just pedaling slow or your choice. You're just warming up. And then find stillness here in your down dog for a few breaths. And now slowly walk to the front of the mat and forward fold. Let your head hang heavy here in your forward fold. If you'd like to grab opposite elbows, feel free to do that. If you feel like you need a little sway side to side, maybe add that in. And then once again, find stillness here and exhale. Let your hands fall down towards the ground as you breathe into your forward fold. Press into both feet, slight bend in your knees. Inhale, rise up, sweep your hands up to the sky. On your exhale, sit like you're sitting into a chair. Hips go back and down. Maybe take a gaze down, see if you can see your toes. If you can't see your toes, pull your hips, pull your knees towards the back of the mat. Feel those quads turn on. Every muscle in your body engaged in your chair pose. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, step back to plank. The first plank of the day. So you can stay here in full plank if you like, or you can drop your knees down into a knees down push-up plank position. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower down. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet into the mat, press into your hands, peel your chest up into cobra pose. Exhale, lower down, touch your toes. Inhale up and exhale to down dog. And take about 3 breaths here in your down dog. Now step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat, forward fold. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise up, hands up to the sky. Once again, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Again, anytime we're in plank, just like before, knees up or knees down, your choice. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down, tuck your toes, inhale up, and exhale, down dog. Take a couple of breaths here in your down dog. Next, lift your right leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. On your exhale, step your right foot all the way through between your hands, and then lower your knee down, your left knee down to a low lunge. Inhale, rise up, sweep your hands up to the sky, low lunge. Inhale, On exhale, take your left hand to your right knee. Take your right hand, reach towards the back of the mat. Take your gaze over your right shoulder towards your right hand. Inhale back forward, hands up to the sky. Exhale your hands to prayer. Tuck your back toe if it's not tucked already. Press into both feet. Rise up to a high lunge.
Like I'm doing karate.
All right, one more twist from this lunge position. Your choice. You can either take your left hand to your right knee, reach your right hand back towards the back of the mat, gaze over your right shoulder, or if you want a little more challenge, keep your hands in prayer. On your exhale, take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, and then exhale your gaze over your right shoulder. Either one is perfectly fine. Inhale, rise back up. Settle out of balance. Frame out your front foot. Sweep your front foot back to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale up and exhale down dog. Take a couple of breaths here in your down dog. Lift your left leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. And exhale, step your left foot all the way through between your hands. Lower your right knee down this time to low lunge. And then inhale, rise up, sweep your hands up to the sky, low lunge. And breathe here. On your exhale, take your right hand to your left knee. Take your left hand, reach towards the back of the mat, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, back forward, hands up to the sky once again. Exhale, hands to prayer. Tuck your right toes if they're not already tucked. Inhale, exhale, rise up to a high lunge. All right, back to that twist again. Remember your options. You can either take your right hand to your left knee once again, just like we did in the low lunge. Take your left hand, reach towards the back of the mat. Or if you want the more challenging twist, hands to prayer. Exhale your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Frame out your front foot. Sweep it back to plank. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale up and exhale to down dog. Take about 3 breaths here in your down dog while I check the time. All right, we're doing good on time. Step walker hop to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise up. Hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Take about 3 breaths here in your plank. Brace your core nice and strong. Every muscle in your body engaged. This is a full body position here. Breathe in, breathe out. Take strength in every part of your body. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Take your toes. Inhale up and exhale, down dog. Take about 3 breaths here in your down dog. Now, step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat, forward fold. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise up, hands up to the sky. And exhale, hands to prayer. And that'll bring us to our balance pose today. I thought maybe we would work on Warrior 3 today. So what I want you to do, from your mountain pose, slightly shift your weight over to your left foot. Press your left foot firmly into the mat. Engage every muscle in your left leg from your heel all the way up to your hip. Brace your core. Keep your chest lifted. Find that spot on the ground that's not moving. And then begin to lift your right knee up. And then slowly take your right knee and press it behind you, flexing your right foot, creating a nice straight line from your heel all the way up through your head. This is a perfectly fine Warrior 3 position here. Or if this is working out really well for you and you want a little bit more, you can use your hands wherever as you begin to hinge. Your right heel lifts, your head drops as you maintain that nice long straight line through your body. Your left knee can bend if you need it to, and then just find your edge. Again, using your hands wherever. Your hands can be out to the side like an airplane. They can be under your chest in prayer, or they can reach forward into full Warrior 3, your choice. Press into your left foot nice and strong. Begin to rise up. Pull your right knee back through. And then lower your foot down and back to mountain pose. Well done. Maybe shake your legs out. Take your arms out. Reset and refocus. And we'll do the other side. Press your right foot firmly into the mat. Once again, engage every muscle in your right leg. Heel all the way up to your hip. Core good and strong. Chest lifted. And then lift your left knee up this time. Again, using your hands to balance wherever they need to. And once again, finding that spot on the floor that's not moving. And then slowly press your left leg through and back. Flexing your left foot, creating that nice long straight line from your head all the way down to your heel. And then if you want a little more challenge, begin to hinge. Heel lift, head drop. Maintaining that nice straight line. Once again, hands to stay in airplane position, or prayer, or extended forward, your choice. And again, right knee can be straight or bent. And then strongly press into your right leg as you begin to rise up. Pull your left knee through, out to the front. Hands to prayer or mountain pose, your choice. And then slowly lower your left foot down and arms down, mountain pose. And take a few breaths here in your mountain pose. Maybe close your eyes here for just a moment. We generated a lot of heat through that little sequence, so breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Long, slow, deep breath. Allowing your body to reset and refocus. Heart rate can come back down. You just breathe in and breathe out. Maybe 4 or 5 breaths here. All right, on your inhale, you can lift your hands up to the sky. On your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Couple of breaths here in your plank. Once again, maintain that strong plank position, using all the muscles in your body. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale up and exhale down dog. Take a couple of breaths here in your down dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. And on your exhale, step your right foot all the way through between your hands. Take your back foot, spin it across the mat. Try to get your front heel in line with your back arm. Leg is nice and straight. Right knee is bent as much as you would like it to. The closer you come to parallel in your right leg, the more work you're getting out of that front quad. Take your hands, lift both hands up to a T position. Maybe take a look, make sure both hands are in a nice, even plane. And then take your gaze over your right fingertip. And breathe. Bend your right arm. Bring your right arm down towards your right knee. Don't necessarily let it rest on your right knee. Take your left hand and lift it up to the sky. Maybe take your gaze up towards your left arm. Inhale, rise back up, warrior two. Bend your right hand, drop your left, lift your right hand up to the sky, exalted warrior. Keeping your upper body right where it is, straighten your right leg so that both legs are nice and straight. Inhale, bring your arms back to a T position. Take your right hand, reach your right hand as far forward as possible as you pull your right hip towards the back of the mat. Let the right hand fall down, either maybe bring it down to your shin or bring it down to the floor on the inside of your shin if you would like. Take your left hand and lift it up to the sky. Maybe take your gaze up towards your left arm. Keeping your upper body right where it is. Bend your right knee back to your warrior two position. Inhale, rise back up, warrior two. Take a couple of breaths here. Arms fully engaged, full body fully engaged. And all warriors are always full body positions, full body poses. Windshield wiper, frame out your front foot, sweep it back to plank. Once again, a couple of breaths here in plank pose. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down, tuck your toes. Inhale up, and exhale to down dog. Take a couple of breaths here in your down dog while I check the time. Take your left leg, lift your left leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. On your exhale, step your left foot all the way through between your hands. Spin your back foot across the mat to your warrior two. Left heel in line with your right arch. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands to the T for your warrior two position. And breathe here. Once again, engaging every muscle, including your core, including the muscles in your arms and shoulders. Bend your left arm. Bring your left arm towards your left knee. Take your right hand, lift it up to the sky. If your neck says it's okay, maybe take your gaze up towards your right hand. And as always, breathe. Inhale, rise back up, warrior two. Bend your left hand. Drop your right hand, lift your left hand up to the sky, exalted warrior. Keep your upper body right where it is. Straighten your left leg so that both legs are nice and straight. Inhale your arms back to warrior two arms. Reach your left hand towards the front of the mat as your left hip pulls back. And then lower your left hand down towards your shin or to the mat. Right hand goes up towards the sky. Gaze up towards your right thumb. Upper body stays right where it is as you bend your left knee back to warrior two. Inhale, rise back up, warrior two arms. Another breath here in your warrior two. Windshield wiper, frame out your front foot, sweep it back to plank. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale to tabletop this time. And then exhale to child's pose. It's a pretty heat generating sequence there, so just take a couple of breaths here in your child's pose. Inhale back to tabletop. Tuck your toes and exhale, down dog. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Sit into your low yoga squat. Bring your elbows to the inside of your knees. Press your palms together in the prayer. And try to get your heels down towards the mat. If you're having a little trouble doing that, maybe bring your feet away from each other. And that tends to help a little bit. And take a few breaths here. And then release and come to a seat on your mat. And then roll down onto your mat, pull your knees towards your chest, hug your knees in close for a couple of breaths. Lower your feet down to the floor with your knees up, about hip width apart. Pull your heels towards your glutes. Bring your hands down by your side so that your fingertips can almost touch your heels. Press into your feet, press into your arms, and on your inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky in the bridge pose. Feel free to stay right here in bridge pose, or if you want a little challenge, press strongly into your left leg and lift your right foot up towards the sky. Lower your right foot down. Inhale a little higher into your bridge. Now to the other side, press your right foot firmly into the mat, lift your left foot up to the sky. Lower your left foot down. Inhale a little deeper into your bridge. And then slowly exhale, one vertebrae at a time, all the way back down to the floor. Once you get back down to the floor, take your left ankle across your right knee into reclined figure four. Take your right foot, lift your right foot up off of the mat, pulling your right knee towards your chest. If you'd like to take your hands and reach around your hamstrings on your right leg, feel free to do that. Maybe hugging it in a little closer, flexing both feet, keeping those knees safe. Notice where you might be feeling the stretch. Just visualize in your mind your breath coming into your body, going to that area of the stretch. Just giving those muscles permission to relax and release. Slowly lower your right foot down to the mat. And then we'll switch. Place your left foot on the mat, right ankle across your left knee. Lift your left foot up, pulling your left knee towards the chest. And again, if you'd like to take your hands and reach around your left hamstring, hugging that left knee in a little closer, feel free to do that. Now slowly release your left foot down to the mat. Place your right foot beside of it, bringing your ankles and your knees together. Bring your arms to a T or a field goal post out by your side. And on your exhale, let both knees fall over to the right. Inhale your knees back up to center. And then exhale, let both knees fall over to the left. Inhale your knees back up to center. And exhale, let both knees fall away from each other for reclined butterfly. Inhale your knees back up to center. And exhale, let your legs extend forward into your final resting pose. Let your feet flop over to the side. Bring your arms down by your side. Maybe turn your palms up towards the sky. Maybe close your eyes. And bring your focus once again to your breath. Long, slow, deep breath into your nose and out through your nose. Maybe add in that focusing practice that we were doing at the beginning. Notice that spot right on the tip of your nose where the air flows in and flows out. And just spend a few minutes right there watching the air move. The rhythm of your breath as it comes and goes. Now take in a few more breaths. And begin to move your fingers and toes and arms and legs. You get the energy flowing once again as you bring movement back to your body. And when you're ready, slowly roll over to one side. Feel free to take a pause here or a breath here. And when you're ready, slowly make your way back up to a nice, comfortable seat. So my thinkative thought of the day, I thought was a pretty good thought for this time we're going through right now as well. And the thought comes from Winston Churchill. And this is his thought. He says, "It is not enough that we do our best. Sometimes we must do what is required." You know, having to stay home and not being able to get out and hang out with our friends and in a lot of cases go to work and being socially isolated is really tough. But I think over time, as we've done this, I think it's beginning to prove itself that it's a necessary thing to do. And so this is one of those times when we have to do something that is required. I'm reminded of this Bible verse from Psalms 119:30. It says, "I have chosen the way of faithfulness. I set your rules before me." You know, it's in times like this that we can be reminded that we are guided by a higher power. And so we just have to rely on and have faith in that higher power to help us through trying situations like this when we're not in the exact situation that we'd like to be in. We just have to trust that things will work out exactly the way they should. I want to thank you for taking your time to practice with me today. And just one more time, on your inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky. Exhale, press them back down towards the ground. One more time, inhale up, together at the top, and exhale down to heart center. Have a blessed day. Thanks for allowing me to lead your practice today, and thanks for spending your time with me today.